Yeah, you get it. You get it.
That was a dope intro.
Thank you so much. What's up, humans? Thank you for joining me tonight on episode 71 of Scarlett Letter Show. Last week, we took a little break because, it was a 2-year anniversary. It was hectic. We just needed a little time to recollect ourselves. But here we are now with a brand new guest and another DJ, Bodyrawk.
How's it going? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be here.
We have a lot in common, so this is gonna be good.
Yes.
I'm so ready for this. But we have to play Jenga while we do the interview. So you can go first because you're my guest.
So I'm gonna get in Zen mode and do Jenga. Gonna go for the ones that slip out the easiest.
And now I want you to give me your autograph on that piece.
Oh, on this one. Okay, sweet. Let's go with red because that's the theme of your whole show.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm really excited to hear your whole story. I know that you are a DJ, a dancer, entertainer. Tell me how you got started in that field. So I want to know, way back, when you were in high school, middle school, what were your most favorite activities to do?
Well, when I was a kid, I was very shy, and I hung out with kids that were older than me. I'm born and raised here in San Diego, so I grew up in this area called Middletown. Spruce Street Apartments was the place. It got gentrified, but I hung out with kids that were older than me, and they started to watch this movie called Beach Street, and that's more exposing on hip-hop culture around the Bronx, and they started breakdancing, but it's really called breaking. And I was like the only kid that was able to do this thing called the coffee grind, where you're like sweeping your leg. I could show it later if I could, but
grind.
And then that whole experience of people getting excited for you, kind of just like, oh, cool, I want to learn more stuff. But as I grew up later on, 7th grade, school dances started to pop up, and then there was like this infomercial about, do you want to learn how to do these moves? And it was about how to break dance. So I was like, okay, so I ordered those tapes, kind of studied that, and then I would go to quinceañeras and parties,
and you were the chambelán.
And I was just like, yeah, I would do those too. Then got hired to choreograph, and I would just bust out the moves like, oh, when the DJ plays, no parking on the dance floor, or just Africa Bambaataa, Planet Rock, that's where I got my name from. I'm gonna break it down. And then sometimes DJs would kind of be whack, and I'm like, oh, why is he playing that? Like, they should play this to get the girls off on the dance floor. And so eventually I kind of just got into like Napster and Kazaa and Morpheus and LimeWire, and started
LimeWire,
burning CDs and making these songs for friends and slinging it out at the school bus.
It's your turn, brother.
My turn. And I would sell these burnt CDs because I would have the latest stuff.
And you were dropping those fire mixes.
Oh yeah, and then when I would go to parties, I would just play the CD, and then someone just said, "Oh, we have a DJ in the house." And then eventually, I just invested in equipment. It was like a cheap Sam Goody 2-in-1 mixer. Remember Sam Goody? It was just CDs. So I would go there, and then just before this record comes out, I want to make sure I have it before.
Get that good, the exclusive.
All that good. And then I would just rock parties for my friends. It started with my best friend, and then people liked what I played. I was trash at first. I was
hey, we all
trying to beat match and stuff, and I would overlap vocals. But then later on, people knew that, oh, you could really go far with this. And eventually people just hired me for school dances, for my own school dance. And then it evolved to quinceañeras, then weddings. Oh, okay. My bad. Pull out. My pull-out game is strong. See, this is why we're on the same wavelength right now.
Okay.
All these dirty jokes. And then after that, just started expanding, started to play at clubs, started to upgrade my equipment, started to network with people. And my library of music started to grow stronger because doing traveling, whether I'm in a dance company or, DJ related booking gigs, I would just go to different towns, different countries, and I would hit up the clubs to dance. And I remember I was in France in 2007. Ooh. And they were playing Snap Your Fingers, and I was the only one doing the dance, and everyone was looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, that's the dance. And then the DJ would play something, and everyone's getting crunk, but I was like the only one that didn't know about that song, and like they all did like a dance to it, and I was like just intrigued by culture, and I was like asked the DJ, what's the name of that song? So before Shazam or anything that existed, I would, you know, kindly go to the DJ and ask him like, yo, what's that song and stuff. I know some DJs, they're kind of just like, no, you can't know my song and all that stuff, but then later, I don't want to lose, hold on.
Gotta concentrate.
I know, this is like sex, you have to really focus or else things will fall apart like Jenga. Yeah, so yeah, it's just about sharing and collaborating. I feel like DJing and dance is like having two children. I don't have kids, but I'm just, that's what I related to. I can't really say which one I love more, but the more I get, you know, wiser, I just start to feel that it really just applies to each other, you know.
Yeah, it's a form of expression, of creative expression.
I'm pretty much in that perspective of a dancer, like what would I want to hear, and if the crowd likes it, that's when you know you're connected with them.
And you started in 2000s. In
early 2000s. 99 was when I was really inspired, just staying up late listening to, like, you know, channel 933's The Digital Groove. Ooh. I don't know if, you know, shout out to Mark Thrasher and they just a lot of guests.
A lot of them.
A lot of guests.
That's amazing. I actually started DJing in 2009. I was 15. He got his own piece. Yeah, I started DJing in 2009. Actually, okay, my dad taught me how to DJ. I was 15. I did all the freaking like parties, the quinceañeras, the weddings, and all that. I've been doing that for the longest time, but I kind of like got a little over it because I just wanted to play like what I like electronic music.
Definitely.
But those parties though, like they're crazy. Like, I've had so many like. Do you have like a crazy anecdote from a mobile DJ event, like a wedding or quince or birthday party?
I welcome that. Like, I know some DJs, they don't like requests and stuff, but for me, it's like, if it's a legit request, I mean, I kind of ignore like the drunk people. I make them feel like they accomplished something when they approach me, but it's mostly like, if they have a song, have you heard of this song? You should play it. Like, my whole family likes it.
My whole family likes it.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, and I play it, and I just see it, that it's moving the crowd. That's what I'm about, just like collecting more music, so that when the next party happens, you know, I play it, and they're like, how'd you know about this song? I'm like, oh yeah, because I recently went to this party, and you know, they showed me what that track was.
Yeah, I just hate it when I'm playing a genre and they want to go like a completely different way. Sometimes it's the drunk people.
Oh, you made this challenging.
I would just tell them, you know what, I'm gonna put in the list. I have a real long list already of people that requested songs, and then that usually, you know, gets them away. But then they will come back, and they come back. Like, I remember there was this one party, this lady wanted me to play Danza Kuduro. And I didn't have, that was like when it barely got out, and I didn't have it. And she kept saying, Danza Kuduro, like the whole night. So I had to like figure out a way to download the song. And she was happy, and that was such a bop. So.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like, you got to carefully pay attention to those moments, because that song slaps nowadays. You play it.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Arriba, you know? You know? And see, it's still bopping till this day. And so that was a moment for you. And I just say we never stop learning as DJs.
Never.
We constantly collecting music.
How do you prepare for your sets?
So what I prepare for my sets, so when I was burning CDs, I would like organize them as playlists, right? Like, all right, from beginning to end.
I started with CDs as well.
Yeah, and
I had boxes and boxes of CDs.
I would I started with cassettes. Like, I would record a radio set, like just songs that I like, and then like press stop, record, and then listening to it back, it was like, oh, it kind of sounds like an abrupt cut or a mix. And then going into CDs, I would label the CDs like maybe from slow to fast, and
that BPM.
It's just like I had so many CD folders, and if you asked me a song, I would know what page, what sentence.
Organized,
and
you know what's up.
Pop it in. But nowadays, I have the XEJ RX2, and I've gone into USB world, and now I'm trying to get it into the mode the way I organize my CD folders into the USB. So unfortunately, my CDs and all my equipment got stolen. Like, someone came into. I had a Toyota Camry, so those are very easy to break in. And I guess I just went to a club after a gig, and I guess someone like saw me with all that equipment, and so
And
they
they
decided to
saw
make
the
a move.
opportunity.
But it was all the CDs that I've started with.
Oh,
Like
that's
since
painful.
the year 2000s, I still use those CDs. Hopefully this doesn't fall. Oh,
That was close.
that was magic.
How? Oh my
And
God.
but you know,
How did you probably felt terrible.
I did. I felt like my life was over in a way. In a way, but I felt like that was the universe talking to me like, bro, you needed to get off CDs for a long time, because I was so stubborn with it, because I really grew a relationship with my records.
Yeah,
And
of course.
so in a way, it's like, well, they could.
It was a sign.
It's bigger than CDs. It's your mind, it's your heart, it's your soul.
Yeah.
And it's like you could take the CDs. Those are material things, but I still have it in my mind.
Exactly.
And
You have the memories forever. And the pictures.
And listening to the energies of what the crowd gives you or what setting. So I prepared a set today because I know we've been gone through hell these past months.
Yes.
You know, people feel dark inside just being locked down at home. So this set, I feel like things are coming to my life now. Like, I'm always grateful. Like, even this show, this is like the first podcast I've been on.
Thank you.
Since forever. And just living grateful day by day. So whoever's listening to this mix or tuning in, this is for you. Like, we could all just like snap out of it and really, it will get better. Life will get better.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier, I've been definitely dealing with depression during these times, and it's just so odd to me because I'm just always like a happy and optimistic person, and it just kind of shows me that I'm really passionate about what I'm
Is
doing.
this cheating? Or no? Not technically? Okay, because I keep grabbing my own.
See?
That's what I get. So that was cheating.
Okay, it's time for a
dance off?
yeah. We have a truth or dare.
Ooh, okay.
But
Games.
yeah, but we can't, like, usually there's like next time I'm gonna have.
Yeah, I took it away because I thought we were gonna do the.
Oh no! Oh, you don't have it?
No, I don't. Not like I can pull it up. So keep talking. I'll pull it up in a second.
Keep talking. Okay.
We could settle this like adults and play rock paper scissors.
or we could just do that.
Yeah.
No, but we already lost. Like,
Yeah, I lost.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Mike will pull it out right now. For now, how about we? Oh wait, never mind. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. You can keep going. You can do the thing. Okay, so we were talking about your DJ experience, how you prepare for your set.
Yes.
And you didn't finish telling me if you had like a crazy story.
Of like DJing?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, shout out to Joe P. I just recognized all your guests in here. I'm like, wait, I know these guys. This is so cool. Look, we're all together. Let's take a selfie.
Right?
Well, there's been some crazy ones. There's been some like really effed up ones. Right now, like the really effed up one happened last December. It's usually when I deal with clients, like they're belligerent and drunk. This one client, he was insisting me to play at a certain time, but he wasn't ready to book me. He didn't even sign the contract. So I kind of like was lenient with it. And I was like, all right, just pay me when I get there. So when I show up, he was hating on my truck, and I just felt it. I was like, yeah, it was like, I don't know, because it was more flyer than his, you know? And 2005 Tundra, really royal blue and stuff. And I'm all flexing right now. But I played the set, and the birthday girl starts to get drunk, and I was like, hey, may I use your restroom? I'm playing like Cupid Shuffle so people can like shuffle for hours and stuff.
Yeah,
it's all programmed
they
there.
sure can.
And then so
Cupid Shuffle and then Cha-Cha Slide, that's a...
And so she was asking for a request, and I was like, well, you know, I only got like 10 minutes left because, you know, I end at like 10. I think it was 10. So I use the restroom, I come back, and then it's her husband that's like, hey, aren't you going to play till 11? I'm like, well, no, like I have the email right here. It's from this time to this time. And he was like, well, no, I wrote you in the text message. So I was like, damn. So this is when it like conflicts, like communication is big.
That's why you need to, that's all contracts all the time.
All the
and
time.
I always
all
like,
the time.
I always make my, you know, my customers like, you give me half now and then you give me the rest
Of course,
later.
of course. That's how I always did it.
But
I was
sometimes
lenient.
you're like, you let it slide. But
I was struggling too with dough, so I was very lenient.
I feel
and,
you.
And I felt like my heart was in a good place. Like, all right, I'm willing to give. You know, it's this birthday girl's 40th birthday, so I want to make it special. I always make sure that I make your body right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, you want me to stay till this time, what can we do to compromise? Like, you know, how about this? And so we came to an agreement. We shook hands, and then I'm playing music. I'm still rocking the party. He comes up to me and he's like yelling to my ear, but I couldn't hear him because my headphones were like really good noise cancelers. So I was like, wait, oh, are you talking? I'm sorry. Like, and he was like, wait, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I thought we just discussed everything. Like, so, but he just got belligerent. He's like, so you're not messing me over? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, cool. And then like he yelled something, because if not, and I heard him, he's like, oh, and I'm like, so I just kept composed because I'm not about to scrap. All my equipment is here.
Yeah, you don't need that.
I'm outnumbered. So I'm just playing it cool. All right, I'm playing this songs. And then like I see some like cholos here and there.
Oh,
and I'm
no,
playing,
it's about to shit out or get real.
I'm trying to keep it cool. And I think music is power. I'm playing like, this is for the raza, all that stuff. Kid Frost, freaking Little Rob, all that good stuff. And then at the end of the night, music shuts down. And then I just feel like the tension. And he was going to pay me the rest. And it took a while for him to do it. So I'm like, all right, I'm packing up all my stuff. Right? Packing it all up. This lady comes to me and she pays me a good amount of money. I'm like, all right, cool. You're a few dollars short. But you know, I'll be patient. He's like, yeah, he's going to get it to you. And then he was kind of yelling my name. Hey, Jose. And I'm like, my name's not Jose.
All, I'm Bodyrawk.
And he's like, I got you. I'll meet you up front. And I was like, all right, cool. So right there, I was like, I knew in that moment, I was like, all right, we're about to scrap. Let's see. Let me just make sure everything is in the truck. But it didn't need to get there. You know, I'm in his house. His family's there. I see his kids. So I pack everything up in the trunk. And then I talked to him. And he was like, hey, did you get paid? I'm like, yeah, I got paid. But, you know, a few dollars short, but don't worry about it. You know, like,
you're just trying to be cool.
Yeah, I was trying to be cool. And I wanted to make sure he was satisfied too. And then later on, all of a sudden, like, I guess like these guys come out of nowhere. They slam the door of my truck and they're like, whoa, what's up? We got a problem. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck is going on? So I felt like I was about to get jumped, but his son kind of heard the conversation the whole time and kind of pulled him to the side. And so I'm talking to that guy and, you know, we're going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I'll cut it.
No, yeah, sorry. I thought okay.
And then, so then, you know, we shook hands, and I guess the guy that was sitting down kind of saw that as like an insult. They're all drunk. So he's coming up, he's trying to
Sometimes
swing.
You can't.
I kind of like dodge it like a Matrix agent, and his son's trying to like, Dad, stop, don't do it. And then the guy gives me like a wad full of money, like just bam. He's like, here, take it, just get out of here. And he was like kicking my truck, and I was like, hey, well, get your man's, like, make him stop. And he's like, yeah, I got him. Just get out of here. So I'm driving my car, and I hit the brakes, and it's like not working. And I was like, what the heck? I pull over to the gas station. I'm getting stressed out right now. Like, I'll pull over to the gas station, and I see so much liquid on the floor, and I was like, oh, they cut my brake line.
Oh my God.
But luckily for one of the wheels, and you know, I was like thinking about like, I was like thinking red, like, should I retaliate? Should I like do this and all stuff? But
you could.
I just let it go. It, as much as that was crazy, I let it go. Like, I did my part, and I think these guys were like old as like our dads. And I think these cholos were having their flashbacks, like, you know, thinking I was the enemy. But at the same time, I said, hey, I'm Raza too. Like, you know, I make sure we communicate and all that stuff. But ever since that day, like, I just texted the next day, hey, man, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you.
Kill them with kindness.
Yeah, just kill them with kindness.
You know, there's no point in you know.
Yeah, not at all.
Responding with the same energy.
Not at all.
It's just gonna make things worse.
I mean, at the same time, I was cool like this, very grounded. I could have retaliated in a way. I could have responded, but they knew I wasn't shooken up. So in a way, I think they realized that they're going through something, that they might face a reckoning in the future if they don't cool down their attitudes. If they're treating me like this, I don't know how it happens in the household.
Yeah. Wow, that was a totally crazy story.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
So we're ready, Mike?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So let's do the hot.
Truth or dare?
Yeah.
Hot.
We usually can't do the dares, so you
the youngest person starts.
No, it's you, because you
okay.
lost. Yeah, let's just do truth.
Okay. All right. Let's go with truth.
Describe exactly what it feels like when you orgasm.
It feels like when you're connected with the crowd, like you play a track and they're loving it and you're just that giver. You're like, yeah. You know, that's how it feels like, you know.
Fantastic.
And then
I
you're in
love
this
it.
relaxed state after you're done with the set. You're like, you know, can't wait for the next one.
Okay, perfect. So now it's time for a video of you
Ooh.
dancing because you're a
Ah,
dancer.
what?
So let's look at how
What we got?
Bodyrawk
What we got?
how he rocks his body.
Okay, sweet.
Let's see.
What are you gonna show? Yeah. Shout out Taylor.
Okay.
Been working on those. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I love that song. Shout out to Shawnee Taylor. I fell in love with her voice when I first heard her track with Eric Murillo, Live Your Life, Be Free. And I just got hooked and I hit her up on Facebook and I was like, oh my gosh, that song really got me through some shit.
Yes,
And,
music saves.
Mhm.
And speaking of
That was her new
things
track right now.
Speaking of things that saved lives and are life changers, you're also a performer for Insomniac events.
Yes,
And
yes. Shout out to them.
yeah,
Shout out
so
to Miss Easy.
Shout out to
Pascual
Miss Easy,
Rotela.
Pascual. Oh my God,
Yes.
we
I miss
connect
them. I miss
We
them.
connect on that level. I started working with them last year, actually.
Okay.
So we actually have some pictures of you.
Oh.
Too. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh no,
The Insomniac.
the other Insomniac.
Oh, that was a flashback.
Yeah, well, that's
Oh
that's
yeah. Shout out to Stacy. Shout out to
Where is
Melissa.
that? Where was that?
That was EDC Korea.
Wow.
That was the first time they had it at Soulland, which is an amusement park. Funny thing is that, I mean, imagine EDC taking place at Disneyland.
Oh wow.
So there was families there, you know, looking at the go-go dancers with their kids, and they're like, "What the heck is going on?" And like, we're just pretty much raving with babies. They're like,
Raving
"Oh, look
with
at the
babies."
butterfly!"
That's amazing.
It
Next
was
one.
one of my favorite ones.
Escape.
Yeah,
Oh,
Escape
I
from
wanted to
Wonderland.
escape so bad.
I was a Herbilly Hobo Clown, and what I have in my hand is a mop. Its
Yep.
name is Moppy. That was fun. I worked with their narrators. They're a group of actors. They play character roles, and shout out to
Amazing.
Miss Easy for putting me in that role. That role was fun.
All right,
was
next
really
one.
fun.
I think there's only one more.
Yeah.
That was Countdown?
That was at Escape, but we were promoting for
Countdown.
Countdown on New Year's Eve. Shout out to Daniel, shout out to Yuki, shout out to homie
Yay.
right there. Yeah, so we're in the hazmat suits.
Oh, it's amazing.
Earth Defense League.
Like
That was
I
so
love
much fun.
Insomniac events. EDC.
I do.
My first EDC was 2013.
Oh,
It
okay.
was such a life changer. And then
Yeah.
I went like 4 years in a row. And like when I saw the entertainers, like I knew I wanted to do that.
Mhm.
And I made it happen last year when I went to the auditions. I was just like so nervous, but I knew that it was my
Yeah.
time. And it felt amazing. Like I cried like when I was dancing. So my favorite moment is like I was a crystal dancer.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that one. And then we're on the barricades and Tiesto's playing in the background. And I was like, I made it. Like
What that was
last year.
year's EDC?
Yeah, that was my first EDC.
Yeah,
working with them.
Yeah, we it was like the Avengers Endgame where Easy had all the performers on the barricades for Tiesto set in EDC Japan.
Oh,
and it was
God.
kind of just like, you know, at that scene of Endgame where you just see everyone's superpower, and we just like took it
Wow.
with the crowd. That was
That's
awesome.
amazing. Oh my God. I
My
miss
my
that.
first EDC was 2010, and I haven't missed one since. And then I started performing with them in 2017, and that was like a game changer because I was kind of phasing out. All my friends were like, "Nah, you know, they're married, they got kids," so I completely understand. But my heart was still in
Yeah,
it.
it's how I feel.
It's still in it.
It's a passion. I
Still
have
in it.
so much love for Insomniac and everything that they do. It's
Met so many wonderful people, and I really connect with them. And yeah, I mean, to this day, hopefully, we can.
we'll be there
reunite.
next year again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been rough not being able to go to events. Like we're talking about that earlier. And how have you been dealing with all of this?
Well, I found a new world in 2018. I started doing salsa and bachata, and I've been known in locally. Like now I'm hosting events and collaborating with other promoters, and the scene reminds me of hip hop, like where everyone just gathers and you see the same people. It's like a school, and your skills get better the more people you dance with. And I'm learning, and it evolved my DJing skills because it's different rhythms and collecting different music and different styles.
Do you have any events coming up?
Oh man, so this weekend is gonna be
This weekend with
very
DJ
packed.
Bodyrawk.
I had to well, today we have the Scarlett Letter show. Tomorrow, Friday, we'll be at the Oceanside Pier from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. So just show up. Wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
Rock your hand sanitizer. It's going to be a fun one.
Sanitizers,
Saturday, we have at Fiesta Island. So if you want to hit me up on Facebook, just message me and I'll give you all the details. So Fiesta Island Saturday. And then Sunday, we have it at Balboa Park, the shuffleboard location. And that's going to be from 4 to 8.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So now it's time for more pictures of blasts from the past. We'll just do the top 5. Yeah?
Okay, sweet.
No, we already did those. We're gonna do the other ones.
Can't believe I lost that Jenga. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fun event.
Look at that baby face.
Yeah, see, so that's the mixer I started with. That was the Ion CDJ 2-in-1 mixer, and that was the first event called Eclipse at the Loft. Kien Diep, he's a YouTuber, was the one that invited me. We went to high school together. Wow, 2009. January 16th. That was fun. We filled up that place for sure.
Oh.
That was in 2007. I was with UDC, the San Diego Dance Company, and we were in Peter Zerner's studio in Switzerland, Constance, Germany. Yeah, and I got in trouble for wearing that snowman suit. So I got charged for wearing that.
Ooh, Tokyo.
Yeah, that was Shinjuku. That was in Japan last year. Yes.
That's when you were performing at EDC?
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
So I just took a stroll.
It's a
beautiful place. That was EDC Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Last
What are the vibes
year.
in EDC Mexico?
Man, puro desmadre. Like they
Puro
love
party.
puro pinche party. I felt like anytime I took a picture with someone, I treated it like I took a picture with my relative.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I perform.
Very connected. It's your roots, and it's just adding that in with what you love about Insomniac and EDC.
Amazing.
Very grateful. Ooh, I did a Selena show last summer with oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. Forgot her name. But it's okay. She knows who she is. We did this for Del Mar Fair.
Ooh.
San Diego County Fair is what they call it, but the OGs, we call it Del Mar Fair.
The OGs. All right. And that's the last one.
This was Nocturnal last year. So it was exactly almost a year ago. And this was at Camp OG.
Oh, you were in the Camp OG?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So the first Nocturnal I had was in 2018. And that's where I actually met Pasquale. So he was hanging out with all the OGs.
He's such a beautiful soul.
Yeah. He anytime he sees me
So
now,
cool.
he always does the Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
And he's always breaking. Like, you see the
I've seen
Insomniac
him.
live streams.
Oh, my God. All the time.
Mhm.
That's been saving my life.
I be
That's
contact
been
him all the
saving
time.
my
Like,
life.
yeah, your sixth step, man, it's coming back.
Yeah,
but
he's a
from
really
that
good
scene.
break dancer.
Mhm.
I've seen him dance. I'm like, yeah, he's like he's a real.
We
true
call him
raver.
Dad. All the performers, we call him Dad. Dad's always breaking it down.
I love him.
Love that guy. Very grateful
He's
for him.
super cool. All right, so it's time for the human experience.
The human experience.
That's what
Ooh.
we were talking about. Yeah, I had to use that song so I don't get copyrighted.
Ooh.
But I still get copyrights from the mixes, so
Yeah.
whatever, right? I should just use whatever I want at this point. All right, so
I'm
now
always open for tips so we don't get cut off.
okay, now it's time for some questions of how you see life, how you perceive the
Okay.
world.
I
And
love these questions.
what do you think you could never ever give up? Never could give up.
Music and dance. Point
Music
blank
and
period. I feel like life's not worth it if we don't have that.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
What's your definition of success?
Happiness, and that's just pretty much being grateful with what you have, and you're constantly making moments and experiences.
Yes,
like
all
day
those
to day.
long-lasting experiences.
I think that's what our purpose is, just to keep ourselves going, evolving, growing, changing, embracing change.
all the time. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love it. What is the most desirable trait another person can possess?
A desirable trait, just bettering themselves. I know that
Oh
they'd
my God,
say
that's big.
be yourself, but we don't like ourselves right now. We want to get better. So better yourself. So if I'm working out. So the video you played earlier with the Shawnee Taylor track, I'm constantly training. Shout out to Shredded Days on Instagram. If you need a trader, hit him up. And people have been seeing my progress and they've been getting inspired. So if I'm doing something that gets them inspired, then they do something for me too. And I see them like working out or anything. Like you're inspiring me. Like, wow, you have a show. You're tapped into your element, your passion.
Yes.
So that's what I like to see.
Yeah, that's why as
Appreciating
as creatives, like we need to be around people like you, like me, so we can lift each other up and keep inspiring each other. Like it's so important.
Yeah. So
and if that's why I have this platform for all the people, the passionate people from nightlife, that especially now, it's like we need this right now.
Yeah, and this goes beyond platform. Like this is beautiful, but even off, we could communicate. Anyone wants to connect
making
with
connections.
me? Yes.
Making connections.
You know, whoever's
spreading
hearing
the
this
word,
now.
spreading empathy. That's what we need the most in the world.
Better together.
What is something that makes you uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable, like late, like being late. Like we all get that anxiety of like but you know, if it wasn't for procrastination, I wouldn't be a good freestyle dancer, freestyle DJ.
I'm more of a freestyle too.
Yeah.
I suck at choreo, like let's be real.
So it's catching on, like what do you do in that moment is gonna define your character. If you know, you put me on a spot, I'm ready for these games, I'm ready for these questions.
You gotta be like, you gotta be quick.
But I like it. It's kind of like, all right, cool. I was able to be smooth and able to make it on time, or like able to do a set, but always prepared. Like preparation meets opportunity. Always, and now I'm more in the mode of like doing 1/3 of preparation, the rest is theater. See where it goes.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I like to go with the flow, but also have goals. Like I'm learning how to set goals for myself because I've been always just like, okay, I'll see what happens. But then it's also important to write shit down and make manifest your reality. So do you have any words or a quote that you live by?
Time is now.
The time
like,
is now.
I don't have any tattoos or anything, but if I was to get it would be time is now and gifted. Like, don't forget your gift. Don't forget your purpose. Don't forget, like, before you go to bed tonight, think about your future. Like, it sounds like a chore, but don't think of it as a chore. Think of it of what is it that you really like to do? What gets you up in the morning to do it? So I've been finding a passion for fitness, and it kind of has conditioned my mind to apply to other things, you know, DJing, performing, dancing. You know, it's just taking care of yourself. Time is now.
Have you read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle?
I have not. A lot of people have told me about that book.
It's pretty amazing.
They told me about The Alchemist, but I've been hanging out with people. Like I've been fortunate to meet KRS-One, perform with Lauryn Hill, and a local artist. He's back in Michigan right now. His name is Kiyoshi, and like how we talked earlier about being in the wavelength. I've been surprised that, wow, it's people that I've looked up to, and I could have a conversation like I'm having with you.
Very
just
true.
Everyone's human, and you know, if I have quote unquote a fan, to listen to them tell me what I've done that has impacted them, that's a lifesaver.
It is.
You know,
you never know who's looking at what you're doing. You might be inspiring other people.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you are.
What KRS once said, like when I would see him like on stage and like rocking it, like just really like spitting all the facts, all the bars. He says, when you see me, you don't see me, you see you. So whoever's inspired to do a show like this or anything, you could use me to see you. Like, this is you. You're in this chair right now.
I love that.
It blew my mind. Like,
wow.
It sounds very simple, but if you think about it, like, you look at artists or movie stars or athletes, and if you're doing that, eventually you could end up meeting them, or you could be there. I think anything we do, we imagine it before we do it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then that's how you make your dreams come true, your life a reality.
Yeah.
Because you put it in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh my God. This is I wish we could 100%.
go like 100%.
I know. I wish we could go longer because
yeah.
this is all like all this stuff about self-improvement and
yes.
that's my thing. Like I love it so much, and I think that it's so important to talk about these topics.
Definitely.
Because not a lot of people are so interested into looking at themselves and being a better person.
I mean, I was there. I used to be stuck. I was playing for a club that was like very toxic. I was in a dance team that was very toxic. I was like I told Roman before, like I deleted my Instagram because I was doing toxic stuff, and you know, I was with my ex. Like it was just like I had to do a clearing in my life.
Yes, you have to.
And then once you do a clearing in your life, you empty that water bottle. You're able to take in. You start to see things that you really needed to do, because I was giving stuff so much and it wasn't giving back to me, that eventually I started to do me. And when you start doing you, people are going to like gravitate towards that, and they want to be around that, because that's what I feel everyone wants for themselves.
Definitely. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing.
Of course.
This is the last part of the interview, which is the Scarlett Letter show. The Scarlett Letter. So you're going to pick an envelope, open it, answer the question inside.
Okay.
And you can keep the envelope.
Oh, I love it.
See, like
I love the symbol.
Thank you. I like.
So open this.
Yeah, open it. Yeah, you can.
Is it money? No, I'm just kidding.
You get a card. You get a card.
It's a gift card.
It's a gift card to Pleasures and Treasures.
I was gonna say deep work.
All right. Ooh, sticker. Y'all, I'm gonna put this in one of my.
You can use it as a. Oh, there you go.
Yo.
I know. I need to start making. I need to start making hats.
Represent. I don't know if you got a shirt. I'd rock that too.
Yeah, I need it. Yeah, there you go.
Bam, official.
Yeah, I need to get my merch going eventually.
All right. So the question says, if you could live one day over and over again, what would you choose to do? Oh man. Oh man, I think it wouldn't be one activity. I think it would just be like all this stuff I like to do in one, and eventually it has to be an activity that makes you better. I mean, I think I do that every day. I wake up every morning. I meet with my trainer, and then I do my errands.
And then DJ, and then dance.
DJ, dance.
Everything at once.
Sleep, get some good sleep,
Eat,
and repeat. Eat, sleep, brave, repeat. That's the answer. That's the answer. Shout out to Fatboy Slim on that one.
All right then.
Dope
Thank
track.
you so much. You're a beautiful human. And I'm so ready to hear your set. Are y'all ready to hear some music?
This set is for you.
For you, all of you. And we're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. Do you guys have like a most memorable moment in House to Ourselves where you were like, okay, we'll never forget this event, or something really special happened or something?
I'd have to say our 1-year birthday party.
100%.
Yeah, that was we kind of got caught way off guard on that one, just because we had Lee Reynolds from Desert Hearts in the car.
Oh yeah, I was there. That was my first House to Ourselves actually.
Yeah. We like really well, and then just like
there's an implication that it's harder for women to make it in an industry that is predominantly male driven. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree for certain instances. I've always been in either the entertainment industry or other stuff that everything I always work in is all male dominated. Like match my ways.
Yes.
So I gotta hold it strong.
Same here.
I don't like to criticize myself. What is the most rewarding thing about being a DJ and producer for you?
I think meeting people, sharing experiences with people, being able to explore new places, new people, new things, sharing music that you make with people, and like getting a random message from somebody saying, dude, this is
I love your track
or whatever, and you're like, gosh, you're from not even here, somewhere, like whatever that may be, just the fact that you have this vision that you want to.
You started your broadcast media experience in your college radio.
Yes, at UCSD.
Just like me.
Yep, exactly.
What is it that drew you to join the station? What was your experience like?
Well, I wanted to be an actress, but I got sidetracked.
Oh.
So I was on the campus, at UCSD, and I walked by the radio station, and I walked in, and my life.
So how is it that you've been able to keep committed to the music throughout all these years, despite all the difficulties?
Here's my take on this stuff, right? Anything in life that you put focus, time, and energy into, you're going to get good at it. It doesn't matter what the job is. So if you want to be in the music industry and that's what your focus is on and that's what you're pushing, you're going to, eventually you're going to break through.
How did you come up with your name, Speaker Honey?
It's actually funny. So I was going to school in Hawaii. I went to school at University of Hawaii Hilo, and it was like my second semester. And I knew I was like, I have my music project I want to do. I'm making music in Ableton. I want to make a name. I need to find a name, and it was just kind of in the back of my head, constantly turning like, what's my name going to be? And then one day I was hanging out with some friends, and it was after school, after classes at like one.
Memorex unifies past, present, and future into one heart, one mind, one spirit. Whoa!
Wow, that got deep real quick.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
moly!
what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like you're gonna take me on a journey of like enlightenment.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it together. I want everybody on this voyage.
I love it. So, what are these cosmic vibrations? Are you a spiritual person? Do you live in
I
the
consider
universe?
myself to be a very, very spiritual person, and so much to the point that sometimes I'm not spiritual at all. It just
Tell me about how your style of DJing has changed.
Telling you how I like to do the robot in the bathroom, in the shower.
Yeah.
I'm joking. This is how it's changed, I think. It was pretty reckless when I first started. I had nobody taught me, right? I taught myself. When I first started, I started on 1200s on decks, on turntables. I met people that.
If you can name like the top 5 skills you had to learn that are important for a business in the industry.
Open your ears and listen. Number 1, listen. Number 2, be kind. I know that sounds silly, but kindness pays. Like, I have great relationships with all my vendors and my staff, and there's just a mutual respect there, and it just works. You said 5, right?
Yeah.
All right. 3, watch your numbers. I mean, it is what it is. You got to know your numbers.
And how did you get started with Hunt and Gather? How did you get that opportunity?
You know what? I told the universe what I wanted.
You told them, hey, universe.
I think it's really powerful to like write stuff down.
Oh my God,
like,
yes.
That shit works. Like, do it. If you want something, concentrate and
do it.
Tell the universe what you want. Be very clear about it. And I said I wanted to get out of what I was doing. And I was working for Callaway Golf Group.
How do you feel right now?
Inna the party, left to the right. Liquor we a beat, no Smirnoff Ice. Gyal them a up on the thing like vice. I me slam dunk inna them just like Mike. Just like a buckle of Sprite, eyes closed so me can't tell day from night. Gyal them say them want smoke from pipe, so this me ignite. Everybody now, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the front, jump to the front, jump to the back, jump to the back, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the front, jump to the front. Come on, pan a gal and jump, jump. Left to the right, liquor we a beat, no Smirnoff Ice. Gyal them a up on the thing like vice. I me slam dunk inna them just like Mike. Just like a buckle of Sprite, eyes closed so me can't tell day from night. Gyal them say them want smoke from pipe, so this me ignite. Everybody now, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the front, jump to the front, jump to the back, jump to the back, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the front, jump to the front. Come on, pan a gal and jump, jump. Free your body.
You always hear people talking about free your mind, free your body, free your soul. But they really don't know what that means. They don't really know how to do it. Free your mind, free your soul, free your body. Free your mind, free your soul.
Free your body.
the talking. Let our bodies do the talking. Let our bodies do the talking. Do the talking. Let our bodies do the talking.
Wow. Wow. That was amazing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We were totally feeling the vibes. We're dancing over there. I love your vibe. You have so much beautiful and pure and genuine energy. And we need people like you in the world. I just want to say that. Any last words?
Thank you for watching. Shout out to Scarlett Letter. Shout out to the staff. Keep watching. Keep supporting this girl. Beautiful gem here in San Diego. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll see you all next Thursday on the Scarlett Letter Show.